Today, we're going to look at how to schedule a Class Connect session. Class Connect sessions are those live instructional sessions where you spend time in your online neuro classroom with students, and there are different purposes for these types of sessions. It can be your live instructional whole class sessions. You can schedule small targeted groups of students. You can schedule one-on-one meetings for conferencing, for content or homeroom students. You can schedule your homeroom sessions in Class Connect. You can also schedule teacher collaboration time, PLC time, and you can schedule your own practice sessions. If you want to get into neuro and start learning the ropes, I'm going to walk you through how to do that today. So we'll start looking first at the example in the online middle high school. So this is the landing page, and there are 3 routes to getting to the Class Connect scheduler for online middle high school teachers. First, let's start with My Schedule. And you will go to Schedule New. And this will take you directly to the scheduler. Oh, I gotta log in. So we'll come back to this in a moment. So this takes you to the scheduler, which resides in the online school. There are also other ways to navigate to the same scheduler, and that is through this K-12 LMS link. Again, that will take you to the online school as well. And you'll go to Class Connect sessions. Create new session. Additionally, you can access the scheduler by navigating to Total View School. And you'll simply go to Class Connect. And again, you will be able to see Create New Session. Now, K-5 teachers, you have access within your learning management system to the OLS and Total View School. So you can get to Class Connects through your OLS, and you also have Total View School, so you can get to the scheduler this way as well. So returning to the online middle high school landing page, let's go to Schedule New. And if you're K-5, you would go to Class Connects and Create New Session, just as I previously showed everyone. And with Class Connect, there are some details that you will need to select to schedule the session. It starts with inter-session details, and every Insight teacher will see the exact same session types to choose from. And you'll work with your mentor teacher to determine what is the appropriate selection for the sessions that you need to schedule during the first week and beyond. So that will be an ongoing support that you will have. And in terms of just understanding what the session types are, first and foremost, you have classroom type, and that could be your instructional whole class sessions with your content classes. You have homeroom type, and you'll have the ability to invite all of your homeroom students to homeroom sessions. There are options for office hours, assembly, conference, if you want to do one-on-one monthly progress conferences. This way you can schedule it that way. And there's small group, where if you're doing maybe some targeted intervention in your content sessions, and only a small group of students are required to attend. Small group would be an option for you. But again, your mentor teacher or your direct supervisor can assist you with the norms for your department. It will vary from, K through 5 to middle school to high school, what your parameters are. For today, I'm going to walk you through how to set up a practice session for yourself so you can go ahead and access your Class Connect space and start practicing in Neuro. For that, I can pick anything, which you can too. So I will go ahead and select, let's say, homeroom. And you press continue. The platform will be Neuro. And that again is your online classroom space for live sessions. And you will be required, anything with an asterisk beside it, you have to put something in. So I'm going to say practice in Neuro for this session. And because it's practice and I will be the only person attending or really invited intentionally, I'm just putting practice in Neuro. No students are going to see this. It's just for me and my own work. And because of that, I really do not need to worry about instructional levels. But for generally speaking, for like whole classroom sessions where all the students are invited, it's usually general. And then if you are doing some sort of targeted intervention and you had a small group, that's when you would select targeted. Or it could be a one-to-one meeting or session with the student that would also be targeted. So again, your mentor can walk you through the ins and outs of how you need to level your session based on who you are invited and the purpose of the session. But for now, we're just doing practice in Neuro. So you will be the moderator and you are usually prompted. Yes, it's a requirement here to select a subject. For my purpose, I'm just going to select other. I'm not selecting, a course really, but that is the next option is course. And there is an option, I think I missed it, for none. Here we go. And I'm leaving unit lesson blank. You really don't have to submit anything there. And usually program will always be none. And then hit continue. Now for my purpose, I want to get into Neuro. And so I'm going to go ahead and schedule it for 12:15 p.m. And you can access it early as the teacher. So I just want to go ahead and get it on there on the schedule and get in there and start practicing. Duration says this session, you can access this for 30 minutes. And this is mostly for like the student facing side of things. If you are to invite participants, student participants, this duration will be the window that they have access to entering your classroom. So from 12:15 to 12:45, students will be able to enter your classroom if you had this the session scheduled for them. After 12:45, students won't be able to, new students that weren't already in the class won't be able to enter that class session because it will have closed. But if you are teaching that class from 12:15 to 12:45, just rest assured that at 12:45 there will not be like an automatic shutdown of your classroom. If you are still in the room, you can still stay in the room. So it will only shut down when the last participant leaves. So keep that in mind too. If you need to post, if you are recording it and you want the recording to populate, if a student is like left in the room, that it's not, the recording won't post until that student leaves. So you can go over on time in a session, but you always want to make sure that students leave that room before you do. And then when you close the window, then the recording and everything should populate for you. But more on that later. That's probably a little too much information for right now. We'll continue. We set up our time. And here's where you invite participants. And you always want to make sure administrators are always invited. So they will have very quick access to getting into your session, if anything. And this is really especially with like student sessions. If you get locked out somehow, or you know, you need admin support very quickly in a Class Connect session, please make sure you are always selecting administrators are invited, so they will see your session on their Class Connect schedule as well, and they can get into the session if needed. So that needs to happen on every session. So again, just a norm that you need to make sure you are following through with. And for practicing, you will select teachers. So you are invited as well. And, you know, you're not interested in really inviting any students. So, you know, don't check anything here. And you also, you don't have to add any classrooms, because for this purpose, I'm just showing you how to start practicing. So hit continue. And this gives you a general idea of what you selected for the session. And then you're going to go to schedule session. All right, so it says it should show up, but to get to it, you have to go all the way back to the OLS. So you'll go to your Class Connect sessions, and you'll see that it is set up for you, and you can enter it early. And if you ever needed to give someone a guest link, you can do that here. But let's just walk through. You'll click on your session that you want to get into, and I will end with showing you that it leads to the Neuro classroom. And this is where we want you to get to today. So you can see that you have the ability to start working and practicing in Neuro. And that's it for today. Please do save all of the accompanying PDFs in this playlist. It will walk you through, you know, some how to check a student's Class Connect schedule. And there's also another module that walks you through how to set up sessions using another tool that you have called Total View Action. So stick around for more in the playlist, and please save these PDFs and refer back to them. And also ask your mentor if you have any questions, especially as you get closer to the start of school and you start selecting those session types. Thank you so much.